Welcome to your yoga flow standing and balancing practice. Find a comfortable seated position and close your eyes. Allowing yourself to feel the sit bones grounding into the mat. For a moment, I want you to visualize roots growing down from the sit bones all the way down to the core of the earth, really anchoring you and centering you for this standing and balancing flow. Now start to tune into your breath. Gentle inhales through the nose and exhales through the nose. Shoulders relaxing away from the ears. I want you to start to draw the muscles of the pelvic floor up towards the center and draw the belly button in towards the spine at the same time. By engaging these two centers called bandhas, you will stay centered. You will stay stronger in your core. Now engaging the third bandha, I want you to sit up a little taller and tuck your chin and move your head back a little bit, as if you're holding an orange or an apple underneath your chin. Now, before we get started with our movement, set an intention for your practice. Setting an intention allows us to focus on something that will anchor us and keep us present in our practice. Now start to make the breath a little bit deeper. Hearing the sound like the waves of an ocean in the back of your throat. Doing your best during the practice to keep that breath. Now on the next breath, let's take those arms out nice and wide, inhaling all the way to the sky and exhaling hands down to heart center, pulling all that energy in. 2 more times. Inhale all the way up and exhale down. Inhale all the way up and exhale down. Wonderful. Let's take it now. Just gently open the eyes if they are not already. Let's take it into standing. Standing now at the very top of your mat. Gently tuck the pelvis under, always keeping that nice drawing in of the center of the body. Keeping that core strong as you inhale the arms up. As you exhale, dive forward with a nice straight back, allowing your fingertips to touch the ground if you can. Slowly inhale halfway, drop the shoulders down and away from your ears, and then exhale, fold forward. Now you can choose to put the fingertips on the ground or maybe grab onto the elbows. If you do need to, go ahead and bend into the knees slightly. On the next breath, come on all the way up, all the way to the sky, hands to heart center. Taking the hands down by your side, inhale to the sky, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold down. From here, planting the hands down, let's step back with the right leg and drop that right leg and that right knee all the way to the ground, pushing your hips forward and shine that chest open. As you exhale, allowing that knee to straighten again, come forward, inhale, half lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to the sky, exhale, hands through heart center. Hands down by your side, inhale up to the sky, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, step back with your left leg this time, allowing that left leg to bend, shining the chest forward and open. As you exhale, Straighten that back leg, step forward, inhale all the way to the sky, exhale, hands down. Let's do 2 rounds of Surya Namaskara A, or Sun Salutation A. Inhale the arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, you'll step back with both legs. From here, drop to your knees. We're going to come into a chaturanga prep. From here, slide the elbows down by your side, dropping the chest to the ground, squeezing the elbows in, allowing the chest to shine. As you exhale, flip the toes, push yourself up through your knees, push your hips back towards your heels, and slowly begin to straighten the legs, coming into downward dog, drawing the belly button in towards the spine. From here, gently extend and straighten one leg at a time, walking the dog a little bit, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. And on the next breath, go ahead and look towards the top of the mat and gently step forward. As you inhale, half lift, exhale, forward fold. On that next inhale, rise up to the sky, hands through heart center. Let's do that same one more time. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping the legs back one at a time. Now you can choose to do full chaturanga, which would be in plank position, or drop to your knees again. Dropping, allowing those elbows to come by your side all the way to the ground. Roll the shoulders back and down, shining the chest high into baby cobra, or you can extend the legs into full cobra. Exhale back down to the ground and push your hips back as you exhale. Inhale up to downward dog and release. Now you can choose to walk the dog again or keep those heels nice and low to the ground and hold here in downward facing dog. On the next breath, we're going to step forward with that right leg. From here, we're going to windmill the arms all the way around to warrior two. We want to keep that front knee bent, looking over the front fingertips. Do a little bit of a flow here. So flip your right hands to the sky, drop your left and inhale that right arm to the sky and just back a little bit into exalted warrior. As we exhale, that right arm is going to go onto that right knee. Left arm goes overhead, looking up and under that left shoulder, coming to extended side angle. On the next exhale, come all the way back up and exhale, windmill those arms down to the ground, step back to plank, drop to the knees or go right into full chaturanga, elbows by your side, cobra, or even up dog where you lift the hips and knees up, toes can be tucked or under, and exhale into downward facing dog. Wonderful. Allowing a few breaths here. On the next breath, stepping forward with the left foot, dropping that heel to the ground in the back, opening and windmilling the arms into warrior two, dropping low into that front knee. Legs are strong. Flipping that left hand up to the sky. As you inhale, drop everything back. As you exhale, take that left hand to the knee, draw the arms up and over. As you exhale, come all the way back up. Take an inhale here, an exalted warrior. Exhale and windmill the hands back down. Find yourself into plank. Drop to the knees if you wish. Dropping down your chest to the mat. Open into cobra or upward facing dog. As you exhale, release, pushing yourself gently back into downward facing dog. Wonderful. On the next breath, look towards the top of the mat and slowly start to step forward. Inhale with a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up and exhale, hands to heart center. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips to the ground. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. From here, let's step back with that left leg. Now you're gonna stay, you can drop to the knee if you wish, or stay high, okay? Keeping that back leg lifted. Left hand plants on the ground. Right arm rotates up towards the sky. Keeping those legs strong. Couple more breaths here. And as you exhale, reach the hands down, stepping forward with that left leg. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And let's right away dive back down again. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, step back with that right leg, staying high on the fingertips, bend into the left. Right hand plants to the ground, left arm draws up to the sky. On the next exhale, release hands to the ground, step back into plank, drop down to the knees or stay into plank, all the way down to the ground. Inhale up to cobra, baby cobra, full cobra, or upward facing dog. And as you exhale, either through the knees or through straight legs, gently coming in to downward facing dog. Holding for a few breaths here. On the next breath, slowly look towards the top of the mat and gently walk towards the front. Half lift with an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to the sky and exhale. Wonderful. Let's go through all that again with a bit of a flow. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank or on the knees, going through chaturanga. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, take that right leg high to the sky, stepping forward, dropping the heel in the back, coming into warrior one. As you exhale, open into warrior two. As you inhale, inhale to exalted warrior. Exhale to extended side angle. Inhale to exalted warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands to the ground. Come high up on the toes in the back. Plant the left foot on the floor. Draw the right arm all the way to the sky. Exhale the right hand down. Step back to plank. Drop the knees if you wish. Coming into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step forward with that left leg. Drop the right heel to the ground. Inhale, arms up into warrior one. Exhale, open into warrior two. Inhale the arms to exalted warrior. Exhale to extended side angle. Inhale to exalted warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the ground. Come into high lunge, plant that right hand, and allow the left arm to come to the sky. Exhale, the left hand down, step back to plank, drop to the knees if you wish, coming into cobra or upward facing dog, and back to downward facing dog. From here, let's take a moment to drop the knees, toes together, rest in child's pose. On the next breath, go ahead and come back to the hands and knees. Look to the top of the mat, step to the top, half lift, straight back, and exhale, forward fold. Now from here, keep that forward fold, but take those feet about hip distance apart. And if you can, slight bend in the knees just so the legs aren't locked. Nice straight back. Take your two peace fingers around the thumbs. Drop your shoulders away from the ears and come into a forward fold. On the next breath, slowly begin to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do a little bit of balance before we take it down to the mat. So stand in the center of your mat. Ground your left foot strongly into the mat. From here, you're going to externally rotate that right leg. Now you can pop that right foot onto the calf or lift it higher onto the thigh. From here, hands can go to heart center, or you can draw those arms up to the sky. Finding a nice stable spot to look at. Keeping your hips square, really engaging the legs. On the next exhale, release the hands. Take both hands around the knees, draw it up towards the chest, and exhale that leg down. Let's do the other side. Grounding that right foot in to the mat. Externally rotating the left, either starting on the calf, reach down, put it onto the thigh, whatever feels better, hands to heart center if you wish, or all the way to the sky. Feeling yourself solid, rooted and grounded into Mother Earth like a tree, but yet letting your leaves and branches sway in the wind. On your exhale, releasing the hands, grab around that knee, tug all the way in, and release. Wonderful. Let's step to the front of the mat and make our way to the ground. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. On the next breath, inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank, drop to the knees if you wish, flowing down to the ground and up into cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking just a few breaths here. On the next breath, go ahead and drop your knees to the ground and come into a seated position. Extending both legs out. Move the sit bones away, or the fleshy parts away from the sit bones. Extend your feet so that they are contracting and pulling towards you. Then from here, go ahead and pull your left leg in towards your body. Now let's move away towards the right. So you're going to take your right hand behind you. You're going to hook your left hand into the inside of that left knee. I want you to push your elbow and your knee together, holding them stable. Right leg is still active. Inhale, sitting a little taller. Exhale, rotate a little deeper. Feel free to close your eyes here and really tune into your breath. Two more breaths. On the next breath, extend, release. Extend into the leg, and let's go to the other side. So just start to bend in the right leg. Left leg is extended. Start to take that right arm behind you, hook that right elbow into the knee, sitting up nice and tall. Connecting to your breath, nice deep inhales and exhales. And exhale to the center. Let's make our way onto our backs, keeping the legs extended. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Now you can choose to stay here or extend that right leg up to the sky. If you can grab onto your toe, go ahead and do so. If not, go ahead and just stay behind the calf or the thigh. Taking a few nice inhales and exhales here. Lengthening into the back of the legs, lengthening the hamstrings and the calves. Maybe if you want to, point and flex the foot. Nice rounding of the ankle. As you exhale, bend into that right knee, give it a little hug in towards the chest, and we'll switch sides. So hug that left leg in, right leg extends. As you inhale, straighten that leg towards the sky. Really nice active legs here. Point and flex. Point and flex. On the next breath, gently hug those knees in and the other leg in. Now for a moment, we are going to try a shoulder stand. Here's how we're going to prepare. If you've never done a shoulder stand before, feel free just to keep your knees in towards your chest. From here to prepare, you're going to make sure you keep your head straight in alignment with the spine. Hands go by your side, and all you're going to do is roll the knees up and start to place your hands on your low back. You can maybe even start by staying here, keeping your knees on either side of your ears. Elbows are tucked in. Now from here, if you feel you can, you're going to slowly start to point those toes up to the sky. Engaging everything. The goal here is to get as tall as you can. Squeeze the glutes. We're just going to hold here for a couple more breaths. As you exhale, slowly begin to drop, using your core muscles to bring you all the way back down. Starting to extend the legs. Coming into our Shavasana corpse pose. Resting here, taking a few breaths. Feel free to rest here for as long as you feel you can. The longer you can rest in Shavasana, the better. Purpose of our final corpse pose is to release the practice or celebrate the death of the practice and embrace all the benefits that the practice has given us. Feeling free to stay here and get up when you're ready. Wishing you much love, light, and many blessings. Namaste.